This is huge for me. I've just hit £200 in completely passive income in the form of dividends in my main portfolio. I've done absolutely nothing for this money, which is what makes it so sweet. Welcome back to the channel, guys. If you're new to the channel, as always, head down and subscribe because you'll get all the future content coming out that I produce. And while you're down there, give it a little like as well, if indeed you enjoy the content, or watch the rest of the video and then give it a like once you've actually liked the video. Make sure you pop a comment down below as well. Let me know what you're receiving in dividends on a monthly basis now, what your biggest month has been. This month is my biggest month I've ever had. We are on the 18th of February, so it's not over yet. We may still get some more, and as it stands, I'm on £205, which is about $285. I'm going to go into the computer, give you a breakdown on exactly who has paid me this month and why February has been such a big month. I would say at this point that this video is not a flex and that I'm not bragging about what I'm earning in dividend income, but I've actually worked really hard to get to this point, so why not brag about it? Hopefully it could be a bit of inspiration for you guys as well. Get out there and start investing and watch that build, and over time that's what the compounding effect of dividends coming in and adding to your portfolio, that's exactly what it will do. This will now snowball from here, and next year I should be looking at getting my first £250 a month in February being the bigger month because of one particular stock, and then the year after that £350, and it should just snowball and get bigger and bigger and bigger. So it is a bit of a flex, I guess, but it just shows you and hopefully will inspire people to get into investing and show you what can happen when you start building a portfolio. And of course, I'm an absolute avid for dividend investing, because dividend investing really, certainly in the stock market, is the only way you're going to get almost guaranteed return on your capital. So obviously a big fan of dividend investing. This is the biggest month for me, and this is exactly why we'll have a look at who has paid me so far on the 18th of February. So here we are, as always, starting in the portfolio. Bit of a red day today, so we're down about £1,000 in the portfolio. The main portfolio, I was running at about 54,500. I'm at 53,500 now, but not a problem, just hold out. And in actual fact, it's probably produced a few buying opportunities. Take a quick look at Apple. I'm going to do a video on those on Apple probably over the weekend or next week. Warren Buffett and Berkshire Hathaway have been selling out of Apple, not fully obviously, but been selling out of Apple in the last couple of days, and that's why that's plummeted. So good buying opportunity as far as I can see in my eyes. I'm always going to be buying Apple. But anyway, let's get into the dividends. So if we go into history, full history, and then we go custom period, beginning of Feb. I'll always show you this bit just so you can see what happens in the platform in IG. Select dividend there, show history. So we've got 10 results here. So again, one of the annoying bits of IG is the fact that you've got to scroll across to see the monetary value and then scroll back. I've not yet worked out how not to have to do that, but it's what it is. So let's go through these individually and I'll tell you who's paid me what, just as complete transparency. You can see my income. So I said we've had £205 so far in February. It is only the 18th, so we may well have a few more come in by the end of the month, which would be great. So starting off at the beginning of the month, we had a great day. 3 dividends came in. So the Geo Group to start with, that's a REIT that specialises in prisons and immigration detention centres and other bits and pieces. Nice, very healthy dividend on that at the moment, 13-14%, something like that, and they paid £16.38. We've got PIMCO, Corporate and Income Opportunity Fund, PIMCO being the investment company carrying this fund. It's just an income play for me. It has grown a little bit, but I'm not that bothered about growth. It's just an income play with a nice healthy dividend. They pay monthly as well, which is great. They paid in nearly £14, £13.90. We've got AT&T, that's a firm favourite of mine, as you all know, pays a 7+% dividend. It's an aristocrat, and I still think it's probably a little bit undervalued at the moment, bearing in mind 5G coming out and the bits and pieces they're up to at the moment. They pay £35.08, got quite a healthy position in AT&T. So moving on to the 8th, we've got Vodafone. So this is what's really bumped the dividends up for this month. They're a biannual payer. So rather than paying quarterly, they pay twice a year, which means when they do pay, it's vastly more. I've got a reasonably healthy position in Vodafone. They pay in February and August. and I got £85.31 from Vodafone. I'm pretty confident in saying the most I've ever been paid in one dividend payment is £87. 85 is nearly there. Moving on to the 9th of February, we've got AG&C. They're a monthly payer. They're a mortgage REIT. Big healthy dividend. Not the safest dividend ever, but nevertheless have been consistently paying me around the £15-16 every single month because they are a monthly payer. On the 11th, we had two. We had good old Apple. Considering it is probably more of a growth stock, to get any form of dividend out of Apple is amazing. I've got a very large position in Apple, the second or third biggest position in my portfolio, and I got a measly £3.26 from Apple, but they've got about a 0.5% dividend. So to get any kind of capital return on a stock is great. For it to be a growth stock like Apple, which historically over the last 10 years has averaged an annual return of 43.5%. I'm going to do a video on Apple in what you need to put into Apple, and if history repeated itself, how quickly you could become a millionaire. So look out for that. On the same day, we got Globalx. Is a investment company that holds this ETF, Globalx Super Dividend REITs. So they just invest in REITs over in the US and potentially other countries. I can't remember. Did a video on that, so you can check that out. And that paid me £6.43. Enterprise Products Partners is a gas pipeline company. Still not quite recovered from the dip back last year, around this time last year, around March, April last year. So potential value play moving forward if it can recover fully. Really healthy dividend of about 10%. Was toying with the idea of buying some more Enterprise Products Partners. This came in on the 16th, as did the top two, which you've already seen, and that was £19.42. And the two at the top here are two very well-known dividend companies, Procter & Gamble, which is a king. I can never remember Procter & Gamble or Johnson & Johnson. One of them's a king, one of them's nearly a king. £6.73 from Procter & Gamble, very reliable, don't need to say much more about them. And Realty Income Corp, another REIT, the monthly payer, 4-ish% yield, slightly over maybe, and they paid £3.70. So between those two at the top on the 16th, that just got me over the edge. That bumped me up to £205. So that's a breakdown of who's paid me this month, all 10. And as always, I plot it on the simplest graph known to man. But all the payments there, I can see who's paid me, so I don't need to re-enter it into a different graph. That's just wasting time, just for it to look pretty stupid. So £205.90. We'll see if anything else comes through this month, but you can see the peaks where we've got February, August, February, and August will be up there again, but the graph is going certainly in the right direction. We'll keep reinvesting all the dividends coming in, and that hopefully will snowball and that will go up exponentially. I'll keep showing you this yearly. So that's how I plot the dividend income. As you've all seen before, incredibly easy. I'm a very simple man. That's all I need. So that's it for today. So they're the dividends that I've had in. They're the companies that are paying me on a regular basis. Vodafone being the main one that's really topped me over the edge this month, because without Vodafone I'd be at about 120. Even if it was a normal company that paid quarterly and I only got £30 from them, I'd still be up to 150-ish. So it's Vodafone really that puts me up to the £205. But obviously big month, getting over £200 in dividends. So that's it for today's video, guys. Hopefully you're still with us and you enjoyed that and you like seeing where the dividends are coming in and why February's been such a big month, and August is then a big month as well. Be interesting to see if I get any more through. I don't have a timeline of when my dividends are due. I just look out for them and they're a nice surprise when they land in my account. But as always, I'll keep building that portfolio up to keep increasing the dividends coming in year over year, keep compounding, keep dripping the dividends back into the portfolio. And again, that'll have a snowball effect. So make sure before you go, if you have made it this far, you have liked the video and you have subscribed to the channel. Pop a comment below your biggest month in dividends so far and what you aspire to be bringing in, and I will catch you guys in the next video. See you later.